Hello friends, welcome to another vlog. If you're new here, I'm Kenzie K and I live in a van. I still don't know what that's gonna be. It looks like I'm starting most of these vlogs out in this spare bedroom. I promise it's not always going to be like that, but the past couple of weekends we've been spending at my parents' house. We've got the van just chilling outside, and it's just been super nice to be here during the holidays and just during the winter to kind of get a little bit warm and also just spend time with my family. So the last couple of weeks we have been just being here for a couple days, and then during the week we typically go back and live in the van during those time frames. I do promise I'm going to make a video about the van and all the good stuff that deals with that, but just because of all of the fun holiday things that we've been up to, I think it's been fun just to be here. This week actually is going to be probably a mixture of last week and this week by the time I get this up. I'm probably going to combine what I did last week, which was skiing with Lauren, just getting ready for Christmas, and all of the good stuff that happened after Christmas. We actually have a surprise coming just a couple days after Christmas, so that's going to be its own little video. So I'm just kind of wrapping Christmas and last week all up in one in a big red bow. We finally made it to the gas station with only 1 mile left. I don't recommend following our advice or following our lead. This has only happened to us maybe 3 times before, but when our van runs to zero, it's zero. I did want to share, I've been editing this vlog so far and I haven't really gotten that much done The day that I went skiing with Lauren was on a Tuesday, and I worked that whole entire morning up until we left. I left Lauren's house, I actually got dressed with my ski stuff at Lauren's house, and then we drove to the mountain. And we actually went to Brighton for the first time. I've never been there, and we had to go night skiing because of working. And so we were actually really nervous. I had no idea that we were going to get ski rentals. By the time we were driving, we got stuck in rush hour traffic and ended up getting there not until like 7 o'clock, even though we left at like 4. So it took a long time to get up to Brighton. We had to get rentals outside in like Sandy or something like that before we got up there, just because the ski rentals at Brighton were closed by the time we got up there. And it actually was freezing cold. We didn't think it was supposed to snow that night, but it ended up snowing on the mountain. And as you can tell by the video, I was bundled up and frozen. So I didn't get a lot of videos while we were up there just because I couldn't feel my hands, even though I had 2 pairs of gloves on, lots of layers. I had my beanie, a hood, and another hood on top of that, and I still checked out a little bit. I had to stay in my lane. I do hope that I can get some better vlogs of skiing because I really enjoy it. I think February was my first time that I went skiing, so February 2022. And I had only gone 3 times in the spring season before everything shut down. But I ended up getting my ski gear and, well, I still have to rent skis right now. But I got my clothes and everything. And we're gonna look into skis probably when they go on sale on the off season this year because I really enjoy it and I think it's very fun to do. I do like challenging myself and I like having hobbies, but a lot of my hobbies include art, drawing, and crafty things. And so it's really nice to get out of my comfort zone and try to do something sporty for once. I'll insert my clips throughout, but we ended up getting hot chocolate and just ended off the night on a good note. I actually was sick for a lot of the last week. I also have this rash on my neck. That's from Florida over a month ago. So this last week, my body just kind of went through it. It was a whole roller coaster of a week. I had to work every day and I had no voice some days. My nose was just constant running and congestion. I still am like trying to get over it, but you can probably hear my voice a little bit in the video that it sounds a little off. And even in last week's video when I posted that one, my voice was still off because I've been sick for about 2 weeks. So that has been so fun, and just because of being sick, I haven't really gone out and done too much. I did try to go skiing, and because of that, when I got down from the mountain, just because of the altitude and my head was so congested, my ears were ringing when I got off the mountain. It ended up being so much pressure, and it hurt so bad, and I'm sitting there in Maverick with Lauren, and all of a sudden I like popped my ears, and they made this ringing sound like headphones. Or like clashing, I don't know, that sound when you're like trying to plug in an amplifier or something, like that ringing that you hear when a microphone goes off key and off its rocker, that was happening inside my head. And so we're sitting there in Maverick and I just screamed ow because my ears were just like going through their own tuning situation. I don't recommend having that pain in your life because it was very painful. Anyways, today is Christmas Eve and we have quite a bit to do. We have to wrap presents, cook lots of food and treats, and I actually have a surprise that I'm going to be a part of. Well, I mentioned a surprise that's going to happen a couple days after Christmas. This is a different surprise. I'm going to be filming my best friend getting engaged today. I'm so excited. My best friend and I have been besties since we were 2 and 3 years old. It's been over 20 years of friendship with us, and she wasn't here when I met Ethan. Well, okay, so backing this up, maybe we'll share that story actually another time. Anyway, she wasn't here when I got engaged. She was on her mission for our church, and so she missed when I got engaged, she missed when I got married, and it was actually devastating. I was so sad about it. So I'm really excited to be here for her. And I'm gonna be filming the entire thing, taking pictures. I'll take you guys along on that so you can see a little sneak peek, and I'm just so excited for her. We're about to go right now to go set everything up and get everything situated. We'll take you guys along, and whatever else we get started to today, I'll take you along on that too. Let's go. Right, I only have about 30 minutes to try to get all my wrapping done. We'll see what we can do before I have to leave today. I got Ethan And this little guy because he loves Mario Kart, and this is the character he always plays. I thought it was cute. Here we are in my parents' car. We had to do a little swap because we are in stealth mode. My friend would totally know that we were there if we drove our van, so we have to grab a car that we don't use all the time. And I'm hoping that she doesn't recognize it. We're gonna park down the street just in case, but I'm so excited to see her reaction. Okay, we parked down the street, and here we go. How beautiful the sunset is. So she's gonna come down the lane and see the arch and the Marry Me sign. Our hands are so red, so we're gonna go inside and warm them up.
It's what? Everything I've ever wanted.
This is so cute. Engagement went well. We parked our car way across the street, and we didn't have to. We have done quite a few things now. Opened our Christmas pajamas and I forgot to wrap mine, so I actually just took them out of the bag and put them on. But these are from Shop Stevie and I am so happy with them. They're so soft, so incredibly soft. They even have pockets. After my nieces came over, we went and saw the lights at the park and just drove around that a couple times. And now I'm gonna go finish wrapping presents and we're gonna watch a Christmas movie before we go to bed.